You can't see it very well, but I got a little pedo stash growing, and it's just not gonna do a flip. Let me just say, if I die in the process of doing this, it's Jade's fault. Oh. Welcome to another Q&A where this is my hairstyle. My beard is so uneven right now and it's pissing me the fuck off. So I easily got over 100 questions. I'm not gonna be able to answer all of them, so I apologize if yours didn't make it into the video. Do you like peanut butter? I have a very unpopular opinion on this. I think peanut butter is one of the... No, I do not like peanut butter. Unless it's in like a peanut butter cup, like a Reese's peanut butter cup, then it's okay. It's something with the consistency of it, I just don't like it, okay? They're not called PB&Js for me, they're called PB and not okays. Can you play drunk Minecraft sometime? 100% yes. There's actually, like, now that I think about it, there's zero negatives to doing that. So yeah, we're gonna do that. How does life as a ginger feel like? Specific example, please. Life as a ginger is fucking amazing. I don't know why everyone hates on it. Number one, I'm one of the baddest ginger bitches out there, okay? Look at me. Because one of the traits of being ginger is that I can steal people's souls, right? So everyone that comes up with the very original joke that I don't have a soul, I already took that motherfucker's soul. I have like 500 freckles on my arm, okay? Do you know how many souls I've taken? Y'all motherfuckers are the ones without souls, okay? Don't even test me. This ain't a quiz. My fucking hair. Would you ever consider doing a fan meetup? Yes, maybe in the future, but I don't think we have nearly enough people to do a fan meetup. But in the future, yes, I think it would be really cool to meet you guys. Do gingers actually get friends, girlfriends, or is that a myth? Surprisingly, some of us do. Are you a leprechaun? Well, considering that St. Patty's Day was yesterday, no, I'm not a leprechaun, but I'm really hungover. What's one goal in life you wish to complete? Well, the one goal I had before was hit 1,000 subscribers, and now that we did that, I could just die at any time. Psych, bitch, we gotta hit 100,000 now. I honestly don't really have very many life goals. Would you go to VidCon? In the future, absolutely yes. I want to go to events like that. I want to go to PAX East. I want to go to VidCon. Any of them, honestly. If you could do anything, even if it's illegal, what would you do? I have to be honest, I'm not even 21 yet, and I think I've done all the illegal things that I've wanted to do. Like, I'm finally becoming an adult. I'm boring now. Like, I just took a drug test today, and I passed it. What the fuck? What's the weirdest sexual experience you've had? I got my dick sucked in the auditorium at school a couple of years ago. So somewhere at my old high school, my nut is on the wall. That's right. I either made a janitor's day or I just completely ruined their entire week. What was your strangest or weirdest memory or experience in high school? Now, a very large majority don't know about this, but my throat is very dry. I'll be back. But in my junior year of high school, I made fun of a rapper at my school, and this group of kids, after I released the video, wanted to beat the ever-living shit out of me. Because the video was blowing up all over the school, obviously. It was everywhere. But yeah, I basically went around school for the next 2 weeks with a bunch of kids who wanted to beat the shit out of me. And now, just recently, me and the guy who made the rap video, I had him at one of my last parties and we made a video together.
Bro, I wanna see Chief Keef, bro.
You wanna see Chief Keef?
Yeah, bro, I wanna smoke with Chief Keef.
Dude, imagine smoking with someone whose last name is Keith.
It's a very touching story. Not physically. What's your favorite video game? I'm pretty sure I had this question in my last Q&A, but Super Mario Galaxy will always be my #1 favorite fucking game of all time. The amount of imperfections in that game is so small. It's impossible. It's so good. Weirdest fetish or kink? I can honestly and openly admit I'm not that much of a kinky person. I'm not about it. If you couldn't tell by my physical attributes. But before I die, I want to go out and do shit in a public place. But we can normalize handcuffs and stuff, right? I don't even know if that's necessarily like a fetish anymore. That's just like... that's normal shit. How hard has it been to keep up a YouTube channel? It all depends on your mood, it depends on the numbers you're getting, there's so many factors that come into it. It is really difficult to keep up with a consistent upload schedule and keep going, especially when things can be so up and down in your personal life. But I try my best, I do what I gotta do. Worst date. I only have one date that comes to mind, and it was in 7th grade. I met up at the park with a couple of chicks, okay? Yes, a couple of chicks. I was not planning on there being a couple of chicks there. But I show up with this girl at the park. We had been dating for 2 weeks. Over Facebook. 13-year-old me so excited and I didn't know what to say. I brought a fucking kendama. So I'm sitting there trying to show off some kendama tricks to this girl, alright? And about 20 minutes pass by and she goes, hey, do you want to go back to my place and I'll suck your dick? And her friend was sitting 5 feet away from us. I'm like, can't she hear us? And my 7th grade little nerdy ass knew that my stepdad was coming to pick me up in like 15 minutes. And my dumb ass said, nope, sorry, I can't. And then neither of us spoke a word for the rest of the date and I just walked away. Some people would call me a champion for not being a simp, for not giving in to the basic boy horniness. That was fucking dope. But no, in my book, I was a fucking loser. Where do you think you will be by the end of 2020? Well, I'm gonna be smelling fresh as fuck at that time of the year. Old Spice, please sponsor me. But I will not be living in this house anymore at that point in time. And I hope to have 20,000 subscribers. If we haven't hit 20,000, we got a problem. And that problem is gonna be we haven't hit 20,000 subscribers yet. Ginger on a mission. If players hear boss music, do bosses hear player music? I'm just imagining it right now. Imagine looking at Bowser like this, right? And Bowser's just looking at you like,
we're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, zooming through the sky.
It gets funnier the more I think about it. What do you cherish most in life? 3 things. 1, family and friends. I have the most amazing friend group in the world and I get to brag about it, okay? 2, this massive ass dick. If you don't think I'm packing something... I'm totally lying about that, by the way. And number 3, YouTube gaming / the community that we have made here. Thank you guys for that. But I wouldn't have been working on this for the past 8 years if I wasn't passionate about it and I cherish this shit. It's the best hobby in the entire world. Hardest part about being a YouTuber. There's meat, son. What happened between you and your ex? Sorry, my new girl is texting me. But basically my ex said, you know, Ian, you're so mature and I can't handle the maturity, so I'm going to leave. That was the most immature shit that I've said all day. I'm joking, okay? Just like a lot of other relationships, shit gets toxic and then you gotta cut it off at some point. And that's exactly what happened. So, I'm finally just doing my own thing, trying to be a boss-ass bitch. What's the most awkward conversation you had in high school? So back in my junior year of high school, we were hotboxing the bathrooms at school. Not intentionally, we just were. Because we didn't have like the jewels back then. We were talking big mods. And we ended up being very late to class that day, like 10-15 minutes. All of us got called in one by our attendance lady. Whatever the fuck they're called. And she asked all of us the same questions, but I didn't know that I was the last one to be brought in. First question was, do you have an e-cig? I said no, as it was in my pocket. Second question, why were you late to class? I said I was in the bathroom. And she goes, yes, I know. And then she pulls up the footage of all 5 of us walking out of the bathroom 15 minutes after class started. And as I'm looking at the footage, I don't know how she didn't notice this, but there was a trail of fucking vape going out the bathroom in the footage of the security camera. I'm not even joking. That's when I stopped bringing my big mod to school. I never brought my vape to school after that. That was not a fun That was not a fun conversation to have with the staff. Say that. How do you even say that? Teri ma rondi. Okay, but more importantly, what does that mean? I probably should have checked that before I said it. It translates to come on. Come on, you could have said literally anything and gotten away with it. You could have made me say something along the lines of, I took your mother behind the Chili's dumpster and banged her so hard that she threw up her prime ribs that we had for dinner. But no, you just told me to say, come on. Much love though, brother, much love. If you had to choose between Animal Crossing and Doom, which would it be and why? Okay, I'm gonna have to be extremely honest right here. I'm taking out the glasses for this question. Wow, I can actually see. Wow. I have never played either of them. Please forgive me. It's not that I haven't wanted to play them, it's just that I haven't. Will you ever shave off all of your hair? This is the only good trait that I have. Why do you guys want me to get rid of this? I mean, the chin pubes I can kind of understand, but this is my only sexiness. What are your top 3 favorite rap songs? Okay, that's tough. I listen to like hundreds of songs per day and you're gonna... Okay, fine. My top 2 favorite songs for sure are gonna be Forever by Joyner Lucas, and then the more upbeat one is called Deserve by Kyle Bent, featuring Joyner Lucas. Those are my 2 favorite songs, but I can't really choose one over the other. Forever's more of a sad song and Deserves a lot more of an upbeat song. It's so difficult for me to put another one under that. I'll put those 2 in the description of the video if you want to go check them out. Beautiful music. Do you eat your Pringles with or without the shell? What the fuck is this question? How far would you go with a homie? Oh, I think a demon just got summoned. Are burps basically just mouth farts? Anyways, how far would you go with a homie? I have a very short story for you guys. So one night, I got so sober. Yeah, not the twist you were expecting for this story. And I got butt naked, except for a bralette that actually fits me, by the way. And I hovered over my sleeping friend while my other friend was watching all of this happen. And then he proceeded to wake up, and I don't even want to know how scared he was. He saw everything. And that right there is not even close to the farthest I'd go with the homie. I don't even know my own boundaries. I scare myself sometimes. Have you ever trimmed your pubes in a certain shape? Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I actually have tried to do this. I trimmed them to a pretty short size at one point in time, and then I tried to shave the letter S for soup in my pubic hair. The S ended up looking like a 5, which was not really what I was intending, but it was cool that I had the number of bitches that sucked my dick in the past month trimmed right into my pubes. That was an interesting time of my life. How's the wife and kids doing these days?
Yeah.
Have you ever smoked weed? If yes, please tell a story. So I was chilling with a few homies in the middle of the street, okay? We were walking back from a friend's house. My buddy Jesus takes out his nice big bong. Now mind you, it's like 1 or 2 in the morning, okay? No one's outside. We're just walking, having a blast. We're all high as a kite. And he hands me this big bong. I say, okay, I grab it. As I'm walking, I'm lighting this bowl up, and I'm leaning down like this to light it, okay? And at this point in time, my hair was a lot longer than it is right now. I was so high that I didn't realize that my hair was very close to the bowl. My hair catches on fire. And it went straight up the side of my fucking head, and I just went whoo. I managed to wipe all of it out, but then I realized how horrifyingly bad that it smelled. It didn't smell like weed, it smelled like cat piss. And we had to be home in 15 minutes. So not only did we have to be home in 15 minutes though, I was also extremely high from that bong rip. So I start running back to the house, thinking that the cops are gonna come. I get back to my buddy's house, walk inside, sit down, and I start hysterically laughing at a very old video of mine.
What category of porn do you like to watch, Mr. Hong?
I guess you could say I tend to navigate towards the Asian section.
That's when his dad walks down because I'm being extremely loud from laughing. And he goes, what the actual fuck is this smell? And I just didn't have an answer. I kept on laughing. I could not stop laughing at the video. That's all I remember from that night. It ends there. But yeah, that's the story of why my hair is the color that it is. I actually used to be a brunette. Do you enjoy being friends with your subs, or is it annoying sometimes? And do you think you can get on voice chat more on Discord? I do enjoy being friends with as many of you as I can, but it's just so much to keep up with. You guys gotta understand that. I get at least like 20 messages a day asking me to hop onto voice chats on Discord. I just can't. I don't have the time for it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to ignore any of you guys. I love all of you, but there's so many. Who is your favorite person on the server besides Jordan? I don't know if you know Jordan very well. He's a great guy, but if I had to say who's my favorite person on the server besides Jordan, it would probably be anyone besides Jordan. Why do you go for the craziest girls ever? I mean, every single one of those ex-bastards are psychotic. I fucking know, right? Tell us about your life, like what you do normally. What made you want to do YouTube? What made me want to do YouTube was Vanoss back in 2012. Holy shit, that guy was funny. He still is funny. I still watch their videos all the time. And I basically just got inspired from other creators. I liked how watching those videos made me feel, how it made me laugh, and I wanted to do that for other people. So that's what I'm doing. Can I draw with my nut on your forehead and chest? Can I take back the last 15 seconds of my life? Like maybe to a time before I read that. How many inches? This is a question I can get by. Is your forehead? You fucking asshole. Where did you see your life going when you were young, and how accurate were you? Well, probably like 4 or 5 years ago, I thought I would be in college and starting to get like a really good job and maybe starting a little family in a couple of years. But here I am with almost none of those things. I have a pretty good job. I am enjoying my life, but it's in a completely different direction than I thought it would be going. Once again, I'm sorry if your question didn't make it into the video, but Mr. Soup has other things to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. If you want to see more Q&As in the future, go join the Discord. Alright, I'm gonna go eat 200 CBD gummies. I'll see you guys. Holy shit.
Bitch on my hip like a fanny pack. Sipping on lean till I'm handicapped. Riding around with your granny, yeah. I just need 28 Grammys, yeah. Give me a pack of that booth. Pour my cup with a